Hey now, my name is Nick from Board Game Brawl, and this is your Kickstarter update. There's lots of stuff to get to on Kickstarter, so no preamble this week. Let's get right to it. Reaper Miniatures is back for a third time with its Bones line of miniatures. If you're not familiar with them, it's essentially a ton of different generic miniatures for fantasy games, horror, science fiction. There's little bits of terrain as well. It's just a bunch of plastic. And I've always been curious about this. Who is the primary audience for these miniatures? Because I guess tabletop role-playing gamers would be, except they don't really account for the a wide enough audience for the tremendous amount of money that was made with the previous iterations of Bones miniatures. I can't imagine that serious, dedicated miniature hobbyists would be that interested in these because they are traditionally low-quality plastic and quality. So I guess I'm curious, you out there, the hobby board gamer who is the primary audience of this show, do you ever back these Reaper miniatures? Do you use them to trick out your existing board games? Just curious. Argonauts from Luda Booster is a cooperative game that puts you in control of the heroes of the mythological tale of Jason and the Argonauts, and Hercules for some reason. But it has beautiful artwork and the theme is pretty cool. Let's see if it's any good. Jailbreakers Plan Your Escape from Cullis Games is competitive. Each player takes control of a group of 3 prisoners that they are trying to get out of prison. In order to do that, they're going to find a bunch of common items and combine them into more useful items like grappling hooks in order to make their escape. There's an interesting dice rolling mechanism, almost dice rolling worker placement in a way that takes place in the game. At the same time, it is very light, and it also has really cool artwork, so do check it out. Cheap Ass Games is bringing back one of its older games, Brawl, and no, I am not just mentioning it because of the clever title. This is a real-time competitive card-chucking game. You are throwing down cards as fast as you can on different bases represented by anime-style fighters like Street Fighter in order to match up colored cards, and if you have more of them, you're able to win one of these base cards. It looks interesting to me. I usually have a problem with these real-time games, but I'm certainly willing to give it a shot. Moreau's Publishing is bringing you Swords and Bagpipes. This is a competitive game of intrigue and deception. You are trying to elevate your own Scottish clan above the others, however you deem fit, which might be backstabbing them completely, or you can just try your best to protect the motherland. This has been compared by other reviewers to games like Coup, but on a larger scale, just lots of lying going around. It seems pretty interesting to me. The one fault I can say is that the artwork of really malformed, super deformed chibi characters is grotesque, is probably the nicest word I could use. Nevertheless, that has never held me back from trying a game before, and I'd love to give this one a go. My name is Nick from Board Game Brawl. You can check me out at youtube.com/Board Game Brawl. This has been your Kickstarter update, and I do not recommend playing Risk for 17 hours straight.